Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to another Thursday morning. I'm running a couple minutes late today. I apologize if you've been waiting around. Like Sue, AZ Cats. Morning, Ken. I'm freezing in Minnesota right now. I would imagine so. It's cold here, too, in Ohio. It is, 30 something, mid 30s. This morning, but welcome. Thanks for coming. Even, maybe light a fire if you have a fireplace or crank up that little heater right beside you. And we'll get this thing going. I am Ken, SSKPromo, Mr. Bill, and welcome to my show, Ken versus 10. I do this every Thursday morning where I am trying to beat down my death pile 10 listings at a time. And I take those 10 listings and see how many of them I can sell before next week. And we've got Janelle from FJ Treasures popping in the chat. Oh, I got a package here that I'm going to talk about in a little bit that might involve Janelle and Frank. 26. I'm at my daughter's house. Your daughter have a heater? Maybe a heating blanket or a nice throw you could cuddle up and watch the show. And there is my dear sweet mother. Good morning, she says. My mom and pop are watching right next door. That way. I never get that camera thing right with the point. Of course, you guys don't know. And Shanna's checking in with her weather forecast, 38 where she's at. Yeah, I looked up here at my little Echo device and it says 38 degrees here in Ohio as well. Coffee and a blanket. Hi, Mom and Dad. Judy and Fred are there. So, we'll get things going here momentarily. I'm going to talk today about a new Goodwill Bins that just opened yesterday right here in my town. It's only like 6 minutes away. By GPS at 6 minutes. I think it took me 7 minutes yesterday because I caught a traffic light. But, exceeding the speed limit a little bit. I could get there in 5 for sure. Shanna got the package. Thank you so much. You are welcome. Shanna was a winner on the holiday live tour, the Halloween show that on the Reseller Clickbait podcast that I do with Corey over at Grams and Pops Vintage. If you didn't get to see that, go back and check it out. It was fun. We had great guests, Joe and Nicole from I'd Flip That. They have a game show tonight on their channel. So go check out I'd Flip That. If they jump in there, I'll try to throw a link in here as well to go check out their show. 43 in Continental, Ohio. Continental, Ohio. I don't think I know what area. What's the biggest city close to you, Lisa? Good morning, Lisa, by the way. Yes, it is so close. Their bins are 35 minutes away. So I'll be able to frequent them quite often. They're open 7 days a week around here. And actually, I think I'm going to go back over today. Yesterday was the grand opening of the bins. And I was surprised there wasn't as many people as I thought there would be. There was a pretty good line from the door all the way out to like the parking lot. I don't know how many people that was, but it was not as many as what I thought there would be for the grand opening. But being, the day after a holiday, the Halloween holiday the night before, and being a weekday, might have curtailed the traffic a little bit. So I would imagine this weekend it'll pick up as more people know that they are open and where they are located. Because my other closest bins are all the way down in Columbus area, which is, it's a good solid hour, maybe a little more, to drive down there. I've actually never been to the bins down in Columbus. So I'm excited to have one right around the corner. They, yes, Shanna is saying, so much fun, the Halloween live tour show, and Thanksgiving one is coming up soon. We are confirming some guests for that, and that should be a real good one. And there is Amy, Beach by Repeat. Okay, bye. Yay for the bins. Yes, for sure. And good morning, beautiful people. Hello, my friend. Hello, Lisette. Hey, I didn't hear from you yesterday. I figured you got a little bit busy and didn't get with me. I'm interested to hear about your adventure. I won't spoil anything for you, but yeah, get with me. Get with me later today. I'm interested. Yeah, Chris, Cajun Reseller, was here visiting over the summer during the Route 30 sales, and he got to go down to the bins in Columbus and said that they were pretty good. So I don't have anything. Well, I've only been to one other bins, and that was when I was out in Las Vegas for a meetup out there. And so I haven't been, but Chris got to go, and he puts his stamp of approval on that. So I will make it down there just to have something to compare in our area. Yeah. Gotcha. I understand how that goes. Yes. Definitely busy. So I did pick up some items at the new bins store yesterday. Nothing real stellar there. As far as the setup, I want to say there was probably about 36 bins, or the bin cart things all together. I think there were like 6 rows with 5 carts in it, and then there was kind of like an aisleway, and then another row with 6 more. So 36 bins there. And a lot of people have said, oh, do you like clothes and shoes? And that's what a lot of stuff are at the bins. They're actually, the first 2 rows were clothing, and then like anything material. Like there was a bin that was like blankets and throws and sheet sets and stuff like that. But I didn't really see any, I did not see any shoes. A few pairs here and there, but not a full bins of shoes. Or if they were there, I didn't pay attention to them. And Ping G is here. Good morning, Ping G. Good morning, Ken, and everyone in the chat. I would imagine we were covering the weather earlier, Ping, about it's only like 38 degrees here, but I would imagine out there in sunny California, Defiance and Ottawa, 20 miles from state. Okay, gotcha. Yes, I know that area for sure. So, yes, everything else though, that's where I was getting at. The first 2 rows were all clothing and stuff, and all the rest was all hard goods, which was great. Some electronic stuff, they did have an area off to the side that had like bigger items, some furniture items, big yard tools and things like that they had set prices on. The bins everything was $1.89 a pound, basically across the board, unless it was books. And I think the books were like 59 cents a pound. I think that's right. I have a photo on my phone someplace here of the sign. Yeah, what do we got here? Yeah, $1.89 per pound for most all items, and 59 cents per pound for books. So if you have a bins in your area, or you've been to bins, how does that price compare in your area? I was talking with some folks that thought that might be a little bit high than what they've seen before. And there is Jill. Good morning, every single person in the chat. Oh, and Ken. Such is my life, folks. Such is my life. Good to see you, Jill. Good morning. And let's see what we got here. So, yeah, $1.89 a pound. I don't know if that's good or not, but it is what it is. That's what they're charging. So, and there is the aforementioned Joe. I'd flip that. Joe, I was talking about you being on the Halloween, the holiday live tour with you and Nicole and dressing up and just having a good time, and that you have a game show tonight. If you have a second, pop your link down in there. Pop your link down in the chat. People could come and check that out. Wares and hard goods toys are 39 cents a pound. Wow. So like $1.50 more per pound. Went a little over $2 there. Good morning, Len. 5280 Fines checking in from Colorado area. And good morning, Mr. Bill and the non-Mr. Bills. My bins is 50 cents for hardback and 25 cents for softback books. Okay, so that is still a little less than what I'm seeing. Wow, I can't believe that you were at like 50 cents. Oh, here, back up here. Let's share this stream out. Ken is one away from 400 subs. I hadn't realized that. I know that I've been getting some new subs recently, and I appreciate everybody that checks in and watches some of my stuff. I appreciate that. Ping says, found a bin store in Anaheim. The day I went, it was $5 per item. Next day was down to $3 on an item and down to $1 on Wednesday. Closed Thursday, Friday. Friday will be $12. Okay, so that's like probably one of those, like the Amazon bin stores or returns, one of the return stores. That's what that sounds like. Yes, thank you. Oh, and there you go. Lissette's always on top of everything. She's dropping that link for the Reseller Showdown game show tonight. Go check that out. I believe it's an all Las Vegas cast, if I remember that correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong there. Yes, we have the cheapest I've ever heard for wares. Yeah, that is a great price. And I've heard that some of the other bins, they kind of break it down, like electronics are X amount, clothing is such, X amount. But they kind of just did an across the board pricing at ours. $2.49 a pound in Minnesota, then scales down if weight hits 25 pounds to $1.99. Okay, there you go. So $2.49 and we're at $1.89. So I guess we're kind of mid-range. And there's Roman. Ken, now that you got 400 subs, I just subbed for my other account. Congrats, man. I appreciate that. And good morning. Hello to Roman. And also another link there, the Reseller Clickbait Podcast. Go check that out as well. That's a fun time that I do with Corey. Yes, it's time to celebrate now. Yes. Jill, I am on mute because I'm on the phone. If Ken says bad things about me, let me know. Shh, don't tell her in the chat. We don't need to tip her off. I never say bad things about Jill. Well, not in public. Well, yes, I do. Never mind. We're just going to skip that. Sue, why are you in Minnesota? The last few days were cold today. Yeah, Sue, I heard she was taking a trip there. Happy Picker Lori is here. Hello, friends. Hello, Lori. Good to see you. Sue is hanging out in Maple Grove. I don't know if that's near Joe and Nicole, but maybe there's suspected spam on my phone. Today is Travis Bartermania versus Tanya Thrifty Treasures, both from Houston. So I was way off. Las Vegas, Houston, they're not the same thing. So forget what I said there. I've got to, Ken, Chucky is looking at me, probably recognizes me. Yes, I got to talk about this right here. This, if you guys watch Roman does a show on Saturday night on his channel, Anytime Picker, and it's alive, and he usually has some guests on, or I think what Christopher Nutter's on there, Lissa, Baubles, Blings, and Needful Things has been on with him recently, but Roman was doing kind of like a Halloween show, and he had this Chucky mask on right there. And oh, I hadn't put this on yet. So I reached out to Roman and said, hey, is that thing listed? That's pretty cool. I'm interested in that. And so he got with me the next day, and we made a little deal, and it showed up like the next day. And he had worn this, so it still has that, you know, Roman musk in it. And so I just kind of put it on, you know, take a few deep breaths every now and then. Just, if, you know, you need a Roman fix, you can just, that's, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh, now I'm tearing everything up over here. What did I do? I got to put Chucky back on his pedestal here. I know that Halloween is over, but I'm just going to leave that. Oh, I got a new character back here. If you weren't watching the Monday night draft over on, I think this last week it was on Ray's channel, Ray Nashville Flippers. He does that each Monday with Paul Philly Flipper. And I'm usually there doing post-round analysis. Chucky with Roman Musk. Does it get any worse? I don't know. Don't knock it till you've tried it, Lori. Don't knock it till you've tried it. That Chucky has possessed me already. Yes. So yeah, that's really cool. But look at this guy right here. This is Ray Nashville. He's got the UAC brand, or one of a kind, for, you know, if you know, you know. This is a new character, and one of my new listing buddies back here that I have, along with Commonwealth Hudson, Fleet Frank, Old Screen Flips, FJ Mac right there hanging out. This big chicken thing, and all the Mr. Bills. Oh, you can't see the Mr. Bills now, but there's a bunch of Mr. Bills back there, of all different shapes and sizes and materials. And yes, and there's a link. Go check out the Monday Night Draft, that show, or check out Ray and Paul's channels if you're not already. Sue lived in Minnesota for years and moved to Arizona 11 years ago. Well, Arizona was probably a much better choice weather-wise for year-round. As you said this morning, it is cold. It's in the 20s there where Sue was at this morning. But so, a new listing friend back here. I talk to these guys. They give me, you know, advice, albeit poor advice, about my reselling business. But what are you going to do? I want to show you something else. Speaking, when I said FJ Mac, it reminded me, I got some mail yesterday. I got this little box unexpectedly showed up in the mail, and I don't want to say it's like viewer mail. It's friend mail, because although this came from FJ Treasures, Frank and Janelle, and they're friends. They're more than just viewers. They definitely tune in and support the show, and I appreciate that. But they sent me a gift unexpectedly, and there is the Art of Resale. Art, good to see you, my friend. Yeah, the rooster, you can call it a rooster, or it's a big giant a big giant rooster. We're gonna go with that. Yeah, check out those links. There's a link to Paul's channel. Art wants his grill back. Yeah, I just actually stored that for the winter yesterday. Got it put away. I never did resell it. It's a nice little grill, nice size, works out great. So appreciate that deal art for sure. But look at this package. I got this. So you would see this item that I got featured. Go check out FJ Treasures, Frank and Janelle over there at FJ Treasures. I hate to ask, but Lisette, if you could pop in a link to FJ Treasures, because this item was in their newest video. You got to go check out their newest video. It's really good. It talks about what they do with stale inventory or inventory that's got old on eBay and what they're doing with it and how they go. I won't give any spoiler alerts. I want you to go check out their channel and what they're doing. But so I get this package unexpectedly in the mail, and I open it up, and it's got in it, here's a little note that says, "Hey Ken, found this at the Goodwill Bins and thought of you," which is always cool when somebody's out and sees something and you know, you pop into their mind. Your favorite song, right? Enjoy, Janelle and Frank, FJ Treasures. I put that in my keepsake memory box of all the stuff that I keep close to my heart, you know, my hope chest, if you will. I will put that. But look at this. Boom. Hanson Mbop on Single. Who remembers singles back in the day when you could go buy just like the top hit song? I don't even know what date this was from or when they even quit making singles, but it has two versions on it, the radio version and then the Dust Brothers mix is on there. Mbop, arguably, well, there's no arguing to it, the greatest song ever written, catchy tune. Go check out the lyrics sometime because it does hold true, you know, in a catchy tune. It does hold true of, you know, who you surround yourself with in life and who's going to be there when the Mbop comes around or something like that. I don't even know, but and I like to surround myself with good people like everybody in the chat here. Frank and Janelle, for sure. I also seen, and people like Larry, Way Out One, good friend as well. And people are jumping in here, and I appreciate that for sure. But yeah, everybody here in the chat, I appreciate you all so much just for hanging out with me. A lot of you I see here every Thursday, and it's great. And I try to get to all of your channels and all your Instagrams and all your stuff. And Janelle said she got so excited when she found it had the Echo playing it the other day. I had to say Echo because my device is right up here and then it'll go off and want me to do something. But I wanted to see the footage. Janelle had told me in a message this morning that she was playing it, dancing around and singing. We need footage of that. I'm always impressed with people who actually listen when we say something and remember. Yes, it is very cool. People that are out and about and see stuff. Like I have one, this right here. This was a gift that came to me from Len, 5280 Finds. He found one of these out when he was at a yard sale or a bins or thrifting or something and sent that along to me. And that is very cool. I appreciate that very much. And if I'm missing the chat, everybody's saying good morning. At the school to volunteer. I'll catch up later. Have a great day. Thanks, Lisa, if you're still listening in the background. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. That band brings a lot of memories. Yes. And I like this little 5x5 box too. I keep like a 6x6x6 in, but man, that's a great size box. Thank you for the box too. You can just send me boxes if you want. Janelle, it's lyrical genius. Where am I at here? I should probably get to listing something as well on this show because we're almost halfway through. I like to keep this at about an hour unless things are hopping and popping. But so I went to the Goodwill Bins yesterday. My new, if you weren't here in the very beginning, a brand new Goodwill Bins opened up in my town, and it's like 6 minutes away from my house. So it's something I will be able to frequent often, and will be kind of a bit of a game changer for thrifting or sourcing here in the wintertime. We have about three. We have a regular Goodwill store. We have a Salvation Army and a St. Vincent de Paul is all right here in my town. And the Goodwill and the Salvation Army are right close to where I drop off my mail every day. And so in the winter months, when it's not yard sale, garage sale season, I do thrifting rounds, and I hit those pretty frequently for sure. Yes, Lisette went live on IG the other night from her, while she was giving out trick-or-treat candy, which was fun. She was all dressed up. She was the material living in a material world. She was a material girl. Yes, I love the box. There are some amazing people in the reseller community. There really are, for sure. I wish there was a bins closer to me, but maybe it's good for my death pile. Yes, for sure. I agree. 100%. We're going to see what happens. My death pile is I could go through the winter and not have to source at all. But let's do something that I found here. Like I said, nothing stellar, and some of it was seasonal. But I don't have this. I took the batteries out because it was ready. But how about this Moana? There's another big rooster chicken thingy from Disney. Moana. It's hey or hi or HEI. I don't know. It's a big old chicken, but you push his wing and he bobs up and down and shakes his tail and he clucks and he squawks and he carries on and stuff like that. So I picked that up yesterday. Not a high price item. About $15 is the going rate on something like that. So I should have left the batteries in. Ken, you're a knucklehead. But I'm going to list that and get this show officially underway. I'll put him back there. And I'll go again, like I said, some of the stuff that I found yesterday was seasonal. And there's Glenn right there, Swamp Picker. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for popping in. His name is hey, hi ho, something like that. I don't know how to say it. Is it like hey or hi? I don't know. 30 minutes, one listing. This show is going to last a while. Now we're going to crank through these mugs here really quick. Again, some stuff was seasonal, and I like the little animatronic toys. Look at this guy right here. And again, Halloween just ended 2 days ago, but still with the tags, the Cha-Cha monster. When he's got batteries in there, you push his hand and he claps his hand. He sings this Cha-Cha slide, and he everybody dance. Everybody clap your hands. Did I get anybody out there? Did anybody actually clap their hands right there? But this guy's pretty cool. And it's Gemmy. It is a Gemmy brand, which is always a good brand to look out for. And I am going to list him for $25, $24.99. Now, again, Halloween was yesterday or 2 days ago. But I checked before I bought this, along with my soul comps. I went and looked at the calendar, and I can confirm right here on the show that there is another Halloween next year. It'll also be on the 31st of October. So check that out, 1 year from now. But $25, again, I haven't looked up all the stuff because I did buy some stuff. I did buy some stuff for myself at the bins. And I had an error with this listing. And so I don't know, I haven't really figured out what my actual buy cost was on something. But, this guy is probably about a pound or so. So we would say he would probably be $2. And I would trade $2 for 25. Lori was clapping in her imagination. Sorry I'm late, Amanda. You're never late anytime you check in, Amanda. Another good friend of the show there. Good to see you. Good to see you. I think Chris will list for Ken today. Yeah, Chris, I'm contacting you. I need that. I need that rematch. I need the rematch. I should just call you out right now and say Chris is the guest on the show next week, but I want to confirm it. You doing it? Sell it again on Highway 10 this weekend, Amanda. Oh, is there a big sale? A Highway 10 sale or something going on this weekend? What area is that in? I was clicking back up there. That's interesting. Somebody's still having yard sales. We're done. We're done around here. It is cold. It snowed on Halloween. Jill actually had to go run an errand to pick up something she had bought on Facebook Marketplace. And it was snowing sideways. It was one of those things, she's slowing down to 0 miles an hour just because the visibility was so poor. It wasn't sticking to the ground, but it was that somewhere in Arkansas. And Go Snow is here. What's up, Ken? Go Snow and Ms. Cat watching the show today. You got to go check out Go Snow. Follow him on Instagram. He's been putting out, follow his YouTube channel too. But he's been flexing. He's been flexing here recently with vintage toys, vintage games, shoes, apparel, sports jackets and stuff like that. Just, man, the stuff that this dude has, I don't even know where he finds all of this stuff. Just amazing. But go check out Go Snow on Instagram. Catch up on some of those stories and reels and stuff that he's been putting out. It's amazing. Then you got Miss Cat in the background commentating. Flex for me, baby. Flex for me, baby. It's fun stuff. It was in the 30s there in Louisiana this morning. Yeah, good show last night. Glenn is saying to Lisette, did Jill buy another bowling ball off Facebook? No, she actually bought a wooden slab table. It's like a flat piece of rough sawn wood with legs on it and stuff. Well, tables usually have legs, so I didn't need to explain that part. But it was really cool. And then, she goes to pick up one thing and then pretty much cleans out the guy's garage. Has to go back for another trip because she bought so much for him. Yeah, you gotta check that out. I appreciate it. I got to meet Snow and Ms. Cat in Cincinnati at the Reseller Rally. Just great folks, good fun, good to be around. And the most electrifying man in thrift entertainment. No, Chris, I keep reliving buying those colorful ones with you. Yes, there was a bowling ball at the bins yesterday. Back to work. Glenn, thanks for stopping by. You can listen in the background if that's convenient for you. But if not, I appreciate you stopping in. There you go. And there's a link from Lisette, always on top of things. YouTube channel for Go Snow. Check them out. Let's see. A couple others. Oh, this might go along with Roman's Chucky mask here. No, I didn't buy it, Jill. Stuff is by the pound. I don't know how much it was, but at $1.89 a pound, if it was, kind of a 10-pound bowling ball, that's a little bit out of the price range. What is that? That's almost it's almost $20, 17, $18 bucks for a bowling ball? Heck no. You can pick them up all day long for $1 or $2 at the yard sales. Lori says she bought a bowling ball at the bins a couple weeks ago. What was special about it? What made you, do you use them for crafting? Well, no. I should say, do you buy them with the intent for crafting like Jill does? Or do you just buy them and let them sit around in your garage and in your basement for months and years? Maxes the price to anything to $5. Interesting. I will have to check into that when I'm over there. Usually the bins has a cap on the weight they will charge on big items. Good. That's good to know. I'm going to have to check. I'm in pretty good standing with the folks at the Goodwill. In my previous employment, we did a lot of work for them. And so I knew all the muckety mucks that work there. And then just from going to the stores and stuff, I know a lot of the cashiers and such like that. So I had a good chat yesterday with a lady while I was just standing there waiting for them to swap out some bins. What's that bowling ball look like, Lori? And she'll live vicariously through you. Ooh, flames on it. Sell for $50-ish. Nice. Heck yeah, $5 cap on that. $5 into 50 all day long. I'm drinking this strawberry lemonade, this brand that's called Nature's Twist. And I got it at Sam's Club. And the only reason I started getting it, Jill and I were out at some yard sales over the summer, and somebody was selling, people will sell water and drinks and stuff. And it was like brutally hot that day. And Jill got one of these out of there, and it's like, no, I'm good. I got some soda in the car. And she's like, oh, you want to taste it? So I took it, and this stuff is great. Nature's Twist. They also have lemonade, sugar-free strawberry lemonade. This is. It has only 5 calories per serving. I don't know. And the serving size is 1 bottle. So if you look into that sort of thing, I didn't really care that it was sugar-free, but it's yummy. I like it. So if you have I don't know if they sell it anyplace else, but I got a case of it at Sam's Club for next to nothing. Yes, never hurts to have good connections at the Goodwill. Yes, for sure. Just don't bribe employees at the Goodwill and you will be fine. Oh yeah, I never bribe them. I just get by on my naturally good personality and fun demeanor. And there is Paul. Flippin' Sports Guy, new bins. Yes. Have they brought Roman in yet to class up the place? They have not. Roman, you'll have to come down someday from your high perch, up there, up north in the Cleveland area. Good to see you, Paul. Yeah, we have a new bins right here in my town, just right around the corner from me. Yes. Roman, hit me up. We'll go down. We'll go do some lunch or something. I asked Ken. I did not see Roman. Well, Roman, you usually hear Roman before you see Roman. And oh, wait. Something else I just looked over here. Something else I found in the bins. Okay, again, FJ Treasures, they found me this mbop in the bins, in their bins, sent it to me, single. But I found one cassette yesterday, right here in the bins. Oh no, it's Devo. I don't know if there's any Devo fans, but I tell you, there's always that question if you were stranded on a deserted island or whatever, and you could only take like 5 albums with you. For this would be on my list of the 5 albums or recordings that I would take. Oh no, it's Devo. The Spud Boys. They're actually from Akron, Ohio. Mark Mothersbaugh right there. Very, very talented guy. He does a lot of scoring for movies and stuff. He does a lot of music. If you watch the credits on a lot of cartoons, Rugrats, a number of others, Mark Mothersbaugh. But I love Devo. I'm an 80s new wave kind of guy as well. And so I was happy to pick this up. I'm not selling this, although it could go like 10 to 15 bucks just for this cassette. But I'm keeping that one. I'm going to put it right up here right now so I can look at it. I'm going to put it right up here by my Hot Rod Rowdy Roddy Piper figure that sits up there. And maybe I'll put him back with the listing guys at some point. Yeah, just tell them I'm Santa, but on a budget for 2023. I actually had an idea of doing some Santa-ing at the bins with that. You know, hey, the elves can't make everything. And so I need to do that. Yes, bring Paul with you. Do they have sports cards in the bins? Roman Moore. Rounded the corners to better. I actually did see a guy yesterday at the bins. He had two of like the cardboard boxes that you keep sports cards in, and I did see one of them was like a single box and the other had like maybe 3 rows in it, and he was over there thumbing through all of the cards, probably trying to decide if he wanted to buy them. But I was surprised that there was sports cards in there like that. I don't know. Goodwill must not go through them or whatever. And good morning, Meg. The lilac seller Meg is here. Good to see you. Let's see. It's about Paul got graded cards in there from PSA. PSA, that's about my price range. I just added the Romantics Talking in Your Sleep to my playlist. Yes. Romantics, that's a great tune for sure. I hear the secrets that you keep, you know, when you're talking in your sleep. Let's see, where am I at? Wildflowers by Tom Petty would be one of my 5 albums. Now, Tom Petty's Southern Accents is one of my top 5 that I would take with me on a deserted island. Paul Simon's Graceland album would be another one. Sammy Hagar, 3 Lock Box, another great album all the way through. So throw in the chat there if you could take only one album. If you could take one album, what would you take? Something that you can put on and listen all the way through and enjoy all the songs. Because let's face it, there's a lot of, you know, big artists or big people, you know, out there, and they got that one hit song or maybe a couple or even 3 really good songs on an album, but the rest are just really stinkers. Some Goodwills actually sell sports cards by the pallet. Oh yeah, less work for them for sure. Yes. Okay, I need to list something else. How about this? This is kind of boring. We'll do this quick. I bought this because it was new sealed. This is a brand called EXO, and these are called EXO wraps. Like you would, if you were working out, weightlifting, whatever, they're kind of like a compression band thing that you would wrap around your knee or an elbow or something like that. And these were the Stars and Stripes, they were called. So you got one band that's, well, stars, and one band that is stripes on there. And so I bought these, and I am going to list them at about 30 bucks. I couldn't find a lot of listings on this exact thing, but other like items or like products were in the $30 range. That might be a little bit high, but I got it on offer, so we'll see what happens with that. Let's see. Yes, excellent choice. Excellent choice. Def Leppard's Pyromania. Nostalgia factor for sure. And it's just kick-ass all the way through. An Evening with John Denver, Jill would take. Paul, I am currently looking for Deshaun Watson cards. They actually went up in value. I heard that. Roman, don't even get me started on Deshaun Watson. Hey, what's up, chicken butts? See, if I had left batteries in this guy, I could have clucked for Cameron right there, Gravity Goods. Thanks for coming in, Cameron. I appreciate it. The Violent Femmes. Yes. Another good 80s kind of a new wave, punky rock group. And Cameron checking in and saying hi to everyone. A few highs. Led Zeppelin 4. Killer album. You know, I'm not the biggest Led Zeppelin fan, but some of those tunes, you know, back in the day, you put the needle on the record for Led Zeppelin 4 and just boom, it's just blasting you right away. And being a drummer, John Bonham was just great drummer. And some more highs and hellos. Will be traded to Watson will be traded because they can have him. They can have Deshaun Watson and his poor rich attitude. Chris, how many items has it? I've listed a few. Oh, we only got 10 minutes left in the show. That Chucky is amazing. Yes, Cameron, I bought that. I got that from Roman. Roman was wearing this on his live on Saturday. Look at this. Well, I got it on a pumpkin head right now. And he was wearing it, so it has that Roman musk still on the inside. So I'm not washing the mask, and I'm not washing my face ever again after I wore it, because I just, you know, get that get that Roman essence on me. It's hard to best trade ever, Watson, for guaranteed money. But yeah, that's a killer mask, and I got that from Roman. That actually got females to join Roman's live. It's kind of crazy what happens when he hides his face. Exactly. $6 Million Man. Who doesn't remember Steve Austin and the $6 Million Man? 1975 Parker Brothers game. It is complete. Got all the cards. Got all the little figures in there. Got the power-up cards right there. The box is in pretty decent condition. It does have one issue right there. It's a big, you know, I don't know, big chunk out of the side of the box. But overall, it's fairly clean, in fairly good condition. The inside, everything was there and complete. I found that in the bins yesterday, and I was surprised. Don't you always, like, you find something, you go, oh, I want this to be worth a whole lot more than what it is. And it's not. It's only worth about $15. But, you know, I threw it in the pile there. It only weighs, you know, a pound or a little over a pound, so it'll be 2 pounds shipping. But so a couple of bucks for that, $15. Maybe if they remake the $6 Million Man, there'll be some nostalgia come back. It's got a little bit of surface dirt right there, which could probably be cleaned off. But this would make a great display in like a man cave or in some sort of a situation where somebody was doing some retro stuff. Now, here's a guy checking in that knows his music and knows his albums. Larry says his albums, where all the songs are great: Head East, Flat as a Pancake by Boomtown Rats, Fine Art of Surfacing, Jackson Browne. I love Jackson Browne. Running on Empty. Yes, Jackson Browne's Running on Empty is a great album. Triumvirate. Never heard of Spartacus. And The Who. Tommy. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very good album. See, there's so many that you can't. So Flat as a Pancake, the Boomtown Rats, got Jackson Browne. We got Head East. What it Triumvirate? I don't even know how to say that. Good picks there. I think out of that list for me, it would be probably Jackson Browne, Running on Empty, and then followed by Tommy, The Who. $6 Million Man, and of course, The Bionic Woman. Yes, Lindsay, what was her name? Lindsay I got music. I wanted to say Lindsey Buckingham, but that's a guy from Fleetwood Mac. He may be the $6 million man, but he still can't compete with Ted DiBiase. Hashtag wrestling reference. Just ask Ray Nashsterio back here. But it's about $15 on that game. I wanted to see it be worth a lot more, but I threw it in the cart and bought it anyway. Very much like Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Oh, Larry said he sold that $6 million Crisis game last month for $20. Okay, well, I have mine at like 15, maybe with some of the damage on the side. I might be able to get that out of. Yes, Lindsay Wagner. Yes, there we go. Everybody's letting me know my faux pas that Lindsey Buckingham did not play the Bionic Woman. That would have been an interesting show. Showing 400 subscribers on my. Yes. They were pitching that earlier, getting me some thumbs up and some subscribers. I forget, I have to go way back up to the beginning of the chat to see, but I appreciate that for sure. Check this out. Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Very nice mask. Very good heavy rubber mask. It's kind of, full face, but not a full head. Got the strap in there. This is a Ruby's costume, but it is vintage. It was 2003. And again, we're past Halloween, but there will be another Halloween next year. But a very cool mask. And going rate is about $50. So a better find for me yesterday. And I'm going to list that right now. Couple more. I gotta run. Taking my middle son out driving. Pray for me. Yes. Be safe out there, Lisette. Be safe. It's always an exciting time for a youngster to start to learn to drive. Have a great day, my friend, for sure. Here was a couple other things that I found in the bins. I did pretty good. I found some other windsocks. This a windsock. Whoop, look at that. That thing's like 5 foot long. Halloween themed. Got the black cat, got the pumpkin, a little gourd right there, a little tombstone, some ghost and bat action up there. You know what a windsock looks like. Happy Halloween. Very cool. Basically, brand new condition. It doesn't really look like it had been hung out. I did list it as pre-owned. But ones of that similar style, about $25 is what I'm going to list that one at. And buyer paying shipping, that was an easy one to photograph as well. A couple pictures there. And another one. How about this? Kind of like a happy Black Widow spider. I don't know. Have you ever seen a Black Widow with a smile that big before? But this is another like 5 foot long windsock. Again, we're past the kind of the holiday season or the Halloween season. This one is also going to list that for $24.99. Taking some offers on that. We'll be, off season with that, and I'll just move them out of here as quick as I can. But, that right there, it only weighs like a couple of ounces. So overall, essentially it was free at the Goodwill Bins, $1.89 a pound at my new Goodwill Bins. For a small fee, Roman, get that 500 by the end of the show. Yes. Chris is right. Happy 400. Thank you. I thank you, everybody. I thank you all very much for tuning in and watching me, here, coming in. I want to make some more content. I want to do some fun stuff with the listing crew back here. Of course, checking me out on the Reseller Clickbait podcast. I appreciate that very much. Off to the post office. Bye. Okay, bye. See you, Amy. Have a great day. Be safe out there. If the Chucky mask worked for Roman with the ladies, maybe it will work for Ken as well. Uh-huh. Are you implying something, Jill? That maybe I should wear that next time I come over for date night? Oh, the next time I will see Jill is Saturday, is wood cutting weekend. Wood cutting weekend out at the cabin. We do like kind of, one day we cut and chainsaw and we split logs and we fill up all the wood boxes out front and we fill up all the wood boxes in the house. And it's just it's a long, tiring day. And usually Nancy makes like tons of great food. Actually, we seem to spend more time eating than we do actually working. But it's a good day, and we have friends and family that come in and help us. And the weather is supposed to straighten up a little bit for the weekend. It's supposed to be like high 50s and 60s, which makes it good for working outside in that kind of doing that type of activity, because it's a lot of heavy lifting, a lot of bending and picking up heavy stuff, and so Jill, it actually never worked for me. All the ladies ran away. So wood cutting is what they call it now. Hashtag innuendo. I love that. Wood cutting weekend sounded like a workout. It is a workout. It's usually tiring at the end of the day, but it usually starts with Apple Hill, donuts, hot cider, get all warmed up on the inside, get out there, get all the equipment, the ATVs and the mule and the, log splitters and everything fired up. Yes, and Jill is bringing, see, there you go, Apple Hill cider donuts. Yes, Jill, they are yummy. Hello, Judy, says Roman. I got more things to list. Scurry. Look at this creepy thing. Well, it's not really creepy. It's like a real life. It's Behringer. B-E-R-E-N-G, like U-E-R. Behringer lifelike baby doll. There's different styles and stuff. But look at those eyes. They're just piercing. Ooh. You could probably dress that thing up for Halloween too and send it out. Exactly. Not a real mule. Yeah, we don't have a mule. We don't have like a farm out at the cabin. It's a Kawasaki mule. It's like one of those has a big dump bed on the back, and we haul wood back and forth from the up to the cabin from the wood pile and from out in the woods when they cut stuff. So resume the draft here. There's a number of these listed. The sell-through rate is meh, not really good, but it was so creepy. I just didn't want to leave it behind. I just threw it in the cart. I didn't really comp it. But about $15. About $15. Some of them go for more. Some of them go for a lot more, depending on the style. But I just kind of took an average of where these things were. And, well, almost messed that up. Yes, it is almost scary. Look at that. I don't know, maybe I should put it. Maybe I should make him a look. I'm going to put that one right there. Right there in front of Chucky, and he can stare at you. You got a lot of deer out there. Yeah, and turkeys out at the cabin. Man, it's like a petting zoo some days. Some days you're out there, it's like a petting zoo. So those were the items, other than stuff that I bought for myself at the bins. Again, mostly yesterday was just wanting to check things out, see how the process worked, what was going on at the new bins was really cool. Did Chucky run away? Move. And so those are the few of the items. Oh no, I lied. I got one more. Probably the best item. Ohio State Buckeyes. Look at this. It's like a collapsible chair, and you can click it like, boom, 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 into position, and then it folds flat. The original ones had like a carry strap on it as well. This one didn't have the carry strap, but it's zippered, so you can take it off and clean the cover. I got to do some cleaning, or that's why I didn't have it in my drafts. I just wanted to show it because it is something that I bought. But new ones of that style go about $165. I've seen some used ones go in like $75 to $100 range. So, and depending on the team, they made them in different teams. So I'm going to list this. I'm going to clean it up a little bit more. But everything is working on it. Ohio State Buckeyes, the new #1 ranked team, jumped over Georgia and Michigan for the #1 ranking in college football, if you follow that sort of thing. So go Bucks, go Bucks. And so once I get that ready, I might take the cover off, throw it in the washer, and get it cleaned up a little bit. But I'll be listing that one for about I don't know what I did here. I got something goofed up on my computer. But I need to get this show done. We're over an hour already, but we're having fun. We're having fun in the chat. I'm having fun just being goofy and carrying on. But to meet up with my 10 goal, I'm going to list a couple things. I'll just show these both at the same time. 5-piece mini holiday ornament set. These are from 2004, so they're almost vintage, but not quite. SpongeBob SquarePants. You got SpongeBob, and you got Patrick, and all the other bit players from there. 5-piece mini ornaments, 2004. I paid $25 for the set at a yard sale from our friend. I don't know if our friend Jenny watches. Jenny from Seville. Shout out to Jenny if she is watching or does watch. And then also strawberry shortcake. Megan is Jenny's daughter. And so they had written on this, Megan. I was going to take that off, but they had put a sticker over it. And so it's really sticky. And I'm not sure how to deal with that. So I just put in the description that there was writing on the box, and I have pictures of it. But I am going to list those both. I just sold some, what were they? What did I just sell? I should look that up. Because they were similar. It was a similar 5-piece set of ornaments. Why can I not think of what that was? Let me look it up here, because I know that you're all curious about what I sold. Oh, speaking of that, I got beat up last week on Ken versus 10. I'll show this. I only sold one of the items. It was this Adidas, kind of this old nylon tote travel bag thing. And you can see it was $19.99. I took a best offer of $17 for it, because I only paid like 50 cents or $1 for it. So I did that. I took that offer right away. Oh, it was Hello Kitty. I sold a set of Hello Kitty of these 5 ornaments right there, which were much more popular, and those actually sold for $41.50 on those. So that was a really good sale. But these right here, I am going to list both of them, the SpongeBob SquarePants and the strawberry shortcake, at $18.99 for that set of 5 in the box. Still in the box, almost vintage, 2004. So we'll see how those go. They'll probably, get some attention. I still have tons of Christmas stuff. That's what I've been working on mostly here recently, is getting Christmas stuff listed. I should have had it done a while back, but hey, get off me about it. You run your business how you want. Been a great time. Got to go. We are preparing for a trip to Arkansas this weekend. Have a good day. Hey, if you're still here, Snow, I appreciate it. You and Miss Cat and the family. I saw your Halloween Instagrams, your Ghostbusters outfit, and the teeny tiny Marshmallow Man, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man was great fun. So be safe on your trip. Have a good time there in Arkansas. And so those are listed. And that makes my 10 items right there. And I appreciate that. So we're going to get that. Yeah, Ping, thank you. Congrats on the 400 subs and have a great week. You do as well, Ping. I see you in a lot of chats, and I'm sure that we'll cross paths again before the week's out. Yeah, and for the subs, yes, yeah, I greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciated. And for those of you that subbed while you were in here, and got me to that 400, that's a good number, and we're just going to keep working at stuff. If I would put out regular content, I might be able to build that even more. So again, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you to everyone for tuning in on another Thursday. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe if you're out there, if you're traveling. Sue, if you're traveling home from Minnesota this week back to Arizona, be safe. Anybody out there that's doing stuff, if you're having a wood cutting weekend at your cabin, be safe. Hopefully everybody comes back with all 10 digits in the end. And check me out, Reseller Clickbait. Wait, I'm gonna start that over. Reseller Clickbait podcast with Corey. Man, I had all kinds of stuff on my list I was going to talk about too. I was on Kat the Nurse Flipper show, and I wanted to talk about that. Shout out to Kat and to Rod Picking and Punching for having me and Archie Biscuit Butt on the show. I know there's probably not a lot of people listening here at the end, and I will talk about that maybe on the podcast this week, because it was a great time and a good experience. And talking with Rod afterwards was just great. So everyone have a great day. Be safe, have fun, and have a profitable tomorrow.